Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to be sharing a list of products and ingredients that pair up well with prescription tretinoin or with a retinal or a retinol. Now, these are products and ingredients that I love to incorporate when I'm using my prescription tretinoin in my nighttime routine, as some of these products that I'm sharing today can really help to prevent additional irritation and dryness to the skin. You know that compromised barrier that we can get when we're using actives? Your skin is angry, it's itchy, you have that flakiness, and your skin just feels like it needs some TLC. Then you need to incorporate some additional ingredients with your retinol because it's going to help prevent additional irritation. So I'm going to show you some products that work really well to keep that barrier nice and strong and comfortable, as well as moisturized. But let's say you've been using this for a really long time and you want something additional that you can incorporate to really give that punch to your routine to achieve maximum results for signs of aging or to help with that uneven skin tone. Then of course I'm going to be sharing some additional products in today's video as well. So everything that I'm talking about will all be linked below for you in my description box, along with discount codes and related videos. Please don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell, as I'd love to have you all here long term. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as well, as it really helps with the channel. So before I get into today's video, I should let you know that I recently uploaded a video on tretinoin and how there were rumors going around that Canada was possibly going to be banning this product. And so I addressed it all in that video. And if you are located in Canada, go and have a look, which of course I will leave that video below for you as well as up here. And I also shared why I am switching over to a different tretinoin brand. So if you haven't seen that video yet and you have been with me for a while, this box looks different. And it's because the brand that I was using prior, the Steiva-A brand, that brand is now being discontinued. So if you are using that brand and you live in Canada especially, you will most likely have to make a switch to a different brand. Now, my pharmacy gave me this option to go with, which is the Retin-A brand tretinoin cream at a 0.05%. The exact same as the Steiva-A, just a different brand name. Now, I won't be using this yet because I'm still working on my Steiva-A brand, and I also have a backup as well. So once those two tubes are finished, I will be moving forward with the Retin-A brand. So I thought I would let you know, but if you want more detail, like I said, about tretinoin and the brands, then I will leave that video below for you. And the Retinal that I will be talking about today is the new Ordinary Retinal 0.2% emulsion, so their newest launch here. This is their strongest retinoid, and I recently reviewed it here on my channel, so if you want to check out that video, I do go in depth. I share my experience with this, and I also show you how it applies and how it looks on the skin. So go and check that out as well, which of course will be linked below for you and up here. So let's keep that skin barrier nice and strong and comfortable when we're using tretinoin or retinal. The one serum that I really would look into, especially if you are a beginner, would be the Ordinary Soothing and Barrier Support Serum. Now, this came out last year in 23, so this is fairly new, but honestly, this is an exceptional serum to use when you have dryness, flakiness, and your skin needs some TLC. So this is great to use before your prescription tretinoin because this is a serum, this is a cream. So generally when you're applying your products, you want to apply them from thinnest to thickest for proper layering. So this one has a milky consistency and it is pink in color, and that coloring is coming from the vitamin B12 ingredient. And this is very soothing and comforting on the skin, especially when you have that itch, that burning sensation, and your skin is just super angry. This really does give that instant relief when you need it. So it's great to use when you need it, or you can use it every day, twice a day, just for prevention. You can use this with other products as well, so you don't have to use this with a retinal or tretinoin. You can use this with vitamin C, peptides, glycolic acid, any other type of active, or just use this on its own. It really is up to you. But if you are a beginner to these, I would definitely pick up something like this just to keep your skin nice and strong and comfortable and moisturized. And if you're using the retinal, I would personally use this on top of the Retinal. You could do it the other way around because they are very similar in consistency, but I personally like the application better of putting this on top of the Retinal, but it's up to you what you want to do. Now, this is very similar to Niacinamide modulating glucosides, which I love and still recommend. I will link that product below for you. It's very comparable to this. It is like $10 more, but it's still a great serum to help with that itch, that burning sensation. And I do feel like the Niacinamide modulating glucosides works a little quicker. This one might take a little bit longer just from my experience with it. I mean, like, you might notice immediate results right away. But if I were to compare apples to apples, honestly, the modulating glucosides does work a little bit better. But this is still just as good and still effective. And whether you're using these or retinol, I would still recommend this. Another great serum that you can use is the Ordinary Amino Acids plus B5. So this is their hydrating serum that really does provide a lot of moisture to the skin. It's not so much soothing and repairing like the Soothing and Barrier Support Serum, but this is just adding some additional hydration, and I really love this, and it does the job really well. I use this every day, twice a day, and I pair this up with anything and everything, but I especially love using this with my prescription Tretinoin because, again, it just keeps my skin nice and hydrated. So of course you would want to put this on before your Tretinoin, and you would also want to put this on before your Retinal from the Ordinary, or let's say your Retinol product. And this is like something that you could put on after a toner or a facial mist, but before thicker products. And I love it. I really do. This is very underrated from the Ordinary, and the texture is like water. It's very thin and lightweight, and it spreads really nicely, and you can bring this down your neck and your chest as well. So I highly recommend, especially when you're using your actives. Next up is the Glow Recipe Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. I'm actually almost done this. It's right there. This is amazing, and this has to be my favorite product from Glow Recipe. It really is hydrating. It gives this brighter complexion, and how your skin looks and feels after you've used this, and especially with consistency, your skin, your complexion just looks so youthful. And I especially love using this before Tretinoin, before Retinal, or any other type of active, because it really gives your skin that boost of hydration. So this has cloudberry, which is rich in vitamin C and vitamin E. There is coenzyme Q10 in here, which is an antioxidant, so perfect for signs of aging, but this also has a 5% glycerin, which is very moisturizing. So you would want to use this right after cleansing, or you can use this after a facial mist, but before your serums, and then of course your Tretinoin and Retinal. You can use this every day, twice a day, which I have been, and it does have a fragrance to it. Most of the products from Glow Recipe, if not all of them, have fragrance, so please keep that in mind, but it is very subtle, and the results that you get from this is just truly amazing. So if you've ever tried it, let me know how you like it in the comments below. I can't wait to purchase another one. This is definitely going to be on repeat for a really long time, but again, it just keeps your skin so hydrated and comfortable when you're using Tretinoin or a Retinal or Retinol. Another lovely product that you could use is the Cosrx Snail Mucin Power Essence. This is really lovely to use before your serums, and then of course before Tretinoin and Retinal. Very hydrating, but also this helps to prevent transepidermal water loss. You really only need 1 or 2 pumps of this to apply to your face and your neck. It is a little bit sticky and tacky once you apply it to your skin, but then once it dries down, I really do feel like that stickiness tends to go away. But how your skin feels after you apply this is incredible, especially when you are on the drier side, you have that sensitive skin. But if you have, let's say, oily skin, combination skin like myself, this is still incredible to use. And you can also use this every day, twice a day. You could also use hyaluronic acid. So the Ordinary just recently reformulated their cult favorite hyaluronic acid serum. So there were a lot of complaints that people were saying that the formulation was just just too sticky and too tacky. And I found that to be the same, but I also felt like this pilled a lot with my skincare products. But now the formulation isn't as sticky and tacky. It's more lightweight, and it also does not pill anymore, which is amazing because if you've ever experienced skincare pilling, it's awful. You have to start all over, wash your face, and then just reapply everything and start eliminating things. So this no longer pills on my skin, but they have added ceramides to the formulation. And ceramides are great to have in skincare, and honestly, there's a lot of skincare products nowadays that have ceramides because they really help to strengthen and repair the skin barrier. And that's especially important when you are using actives like tretinoin, retinal, or retinol, as it really does help to prevent transepidermal water loss as well. So with hyaluronic acid, as you know, it's very hydrating. It can plump up the skin as well. This can be used every day, twice a day, but this formulation now from The Ordinary is especially great because of the added ceramides that really help to give our skin that extra support. You can also incorporate niacinamide with tretinoin or with your retinal, and the one from Naturium is lovely. This is the niacinamide gel cream at a 5% concentration. Now 5% is easily tolerated for most skin types. Anything above 5, especially 10%, can be quite irritating for a lot of skin types. So from my experience with this is very gentle. It's also very moisturizing on the skin. It is that gel cream formulation, so I really love that. And niacinamide is an antioxidant, so it can address other things as well. Great for those that have acne or dry skin, oily skin. It really does wonders, but it can really help to bring up the skin, especially if you have post-acne marks or dark spots. Now, of course, tretinoin, retinal will also address that uneven skin tone, but this is just something extra that you can incorporate to really address that tone of the skin and to, of course, add more brightness, and this is lovely. So what I would recommend is I would apply this before your tretinoin, but you could put this on top of tretinoin. It just depends on what you want to do. But if you're using The Ordinary Retinal, put that on first, then put this on top because this has a thicker texture, whereas the one from The Ordinary is thinner, thinnest to thickest. But if you like your niacinamides, then I really do recommend this one. Plus, niacinamide can also help to prevent transepidermal water loss as well. Now, of course, if you want to take your skin to the next level for signs of aging, especially to address fine lines and wrinkles and firmness, and you want something that you can use with your tretinoin, then I would incorporate a peptide serum of some kind. And of course, there are so many options nowadays on the market. The Ordinary has the multi-peptide plus hyaluronic acid serum, the matrixyl serum, our geraldine. Of course, you can find some from the Inculus, like there's so many. But I really like the Timeless Matrixyl Synth 6 serum. So this is a great peptide serum to incorporate before your tretinoin or of course before your retinal, because again, peptides really help to firm the skin and they can really give more of that youthful look to the skin with consistent use. And I love pairing up peptides with tretinoin. I just think that is one of the best pairings you can do for signs of aging and to firm up the skin. And I do have a discount code with Timeless, so of course I will leave that up here as well as below for you. But if you are looking for some additional peptide serums that I personally love, then I will leave some additionals below for you as well. Another amazing ingredient that you can pair up with your tretinoin or with your retinaldehyde is azelaic acid. Now, azelaic acid isn't necessarily an acid that exfoliates like a glycolic or a lactic acid. It does slightly exfoliate the skin very, very gently, but it's not to the extreme like a glycolic or a lactic acid. But azelaic acid is very gentle. It also has soothing properties to it as well. It's honestly great for those that have acne, and it's also great if you have redness or rosacea. It really makes the biggest difference when you are someone that has acne prone skin and redness to the skin, and that's me. I'm acne prone, but I do have some natural redness to my skin as well. But if you're lacking that brighter complexion and your skin is more dull, azelaic acid just on its own is wonderful, and this can really help to brighten up your skin as well. But I would say if you have more redness to your skin, that uneven skin tone, with dark spots or post-acne marks, then start incorporating an azelaic acid, especially with your tretinoin or with your retinaldehyde. I personally like using a prescription strength azelaic acid. So this is the Finacea brand at a 15% concentration. So anything that is above 10%, especially here in Canada, is considered a medication where you need to get a prescription. But of course, you can find 10% over the counter, like the one from The Ordinary. This is their azelaic acid suspension 10%. The Inky List has an azelaic acid serum at a 10% as well. Naturium has an azelaic acid as well, which I haven't tried, but there are many brands that offer this ingredient. And this one is lovely. It's that creamy formulation. So I would personally put your tretinoin on first and then this afterwards. If you want to do it the other way around, of course, you can do that. And then of course, with the Finacea, yes, I like to use this with my tretinoin. And sometimes I will put this on before tretinoin or after my tretinoin. It really just depends on how I feel. But the more consistent you are with azelaic acid, I am telling you right now, especially if you're acne prone, this along with your tretinoin will really help to prevent breakouts. And before using tretinoin, I was always breaking out, and just tretinoin alone has improved my skin, but especially more so now that I've incorporated azelaic acid, and the redness that I had to my skin naturally has really subsided as well. So of course, it's always nice to get a second opinion from your dermatologist to see what would be best for your skin concerns prior to going out and purchasing something like this, right? Because we all react so differently to skincare products. But if you are dealing with acne, rosacea, and redness, it really is nice to speak to a professional to see what they would recommend. But this, I'm telling you, with your tretinoin or with a retinaldehyde, is game changing. And another lovely product that you could use to prevent additional irritation and dryness would be a leave-on mask. And I really like the one from Dermatology. This is the Barrier Repair Mask. So this is something that you could use in replacement of your moisturizer in your nighttime routine, or you can use this with your moisturizer. So once you've put your tretinoin or your retinaldehyde on your skin, then you can go in with this afterwards and then your moisturizer on top of this, or you can put your moisturizer first, then this on top, or just this by itself. This by itself honestly is sufficient enough, and generally I don't use anything else with this, as this is moisturizing enough. It has shea butter, it has oats, there's ceramides in here, very repairing and satisfying to use. So you could use this every night if you wanted to. There's no actives in here, so this can be your moisturizer if you really want it to be. And when you use this with your Retinal or with your tretinoin, it truly makes the biggest difference. You wake up in the morning, your skin is super soft, and again, it can help to prevent dryness, but it really helps to keep that skin barrier nice and strong. So I do recommend this. But that is today's video, and I really hope that you enjoyed it and that you found it helpful. And I hope that I was able to introduce you to a few new pairings today and products. Let me know if you're going to be trying any one of these. I would love to know what you're using with your Retinal or with your tretinoin. What is your favorite pairing? Let's get a conversation going in that comment section. And of course, everything, like I said, that I talked about will be linked below for you for your reference, including related videos. I also have a discount code for you guys as well with Dermatology. It's 20% off with my code Sincerely Miss Ash, which of course I will leave below for you also. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.